everybody. Can you hear me? We're gonna be starting real soon. Gonna be starting real soon. On today's agenda, we have an NES and a few controllers. All right. He said do it. Hey everyone, welcome. Hope you have a wonderful stream, friend. About to start myself. Hey G Marino, same to you. Hope you have a great stream. All right. Hello everybody. Good to see you all. OMG the Bullet Man. Good to see you all here. It's nice to have you all here. That's what's up. So just briefly, my transitions to my just talking overlay, which is this one, are going to be a little bit slower. I accidentally deleted my overlay from that website. Since it's a browser overlay, it kind of gets rid of it in your stream, so I'm going to have to just get that back. Plus, I'm going to make changes to the overlay anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But hello, Gene. Your audio sounds better now. It was like this on YouTube. It wasn't like this on YouTube. Oh, okay. Barely hear you. Yeah, I was walking around, so maybe I think I was out of range. I logged there first. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thanks for the heads up, though, Emma Fruity. Oh, yeah. I was walking around. So I have like this ritual I do every time I start. I like set it up on my TV just as like so I can monitor it, even though it's in another room. Also, so it can be another view. Ahoy. Chips Ahoy. Not my favorite, packaged cookie brand, but it does the job. Some milk, you know what I'm saying? He is eating a snack. Oh, really? Honestly, I wish I could go back, but I gotta stick to the schedule, Gotta stick to my word. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna need one more tool, but it's in my garage. See, the NES, here, let's switch over to overhead cam view. The NES, old-fashioned console, one of the OGs. The thing about it, though, is when you want to open it, the screws are super recessed. I'm ironing clothes. Hey, yes, what's up? He always wants to show us his butt. What are you talking about? I swear, the stuff you come up with is hilarious. But I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go. Wait, what in the world? How'd that happen? It was like my light just dimmed and came back. That was interesting. You have to walk to the garage where you'll see. Oh, okay. I see what you're getting at. I mean, it ain't flaunting if you got it, right? I'm trolling. I'll be right back, everyone. I'm just gonna go run and grab a more appropriate screwdriver for this NES console. BRB. Oh yeah, I just realized I prevented you from looking at my buns. Haha. The overlay saves me. You can't look. Um, yeah, see, this is the broken one. This is the one. But alright, we're back. Let's get started. Because it's boo. If you really want to see it, I will oblige. Pause. Um, yeah, especially when I go over to the test TV. Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about on my last stream. It finally came in. So this is a 8-in-1. Actually, let me show you guys on the overhead cam. I like that view a little bit better. So on the overhead cam, I can show you guys this. This is an 8-in-1. Basically multiple inputs to HDMI output. This is what I'm going to feed into the capture card in the back of my PC. So that way when I test consoles now, I don't have to walk over to the side TV. And I'm going to repurpose that area. I'm thinking of like really utilizing it for PC troubleshooting. And then also utilizing it for... I'm thinking like maybe in the future if I get a 3D printer, putting it on the back there so you can kind of just see it going and doing its thing. Yeah. But can't wait to get this hooked up. I will do that soon, and then that way I can feed inputs straight into the PC so you guys can see exactly instead of seeing it from a distance. And then I also got a splitter for it. PC troubleshooting. Now you get out of my area. Nah, get out my area. Sorry, dude. I was already in there like swimwear. I'm the goat in the field, man. And then I also got this HDMI splitter because at some point on this wall here, I'll be putting a monitor for me to just view chat and then also see what's coming up. So this is going to be clutch. And you know, because of all the inputs, it's like I can do component, composite, coax, HDMI, VGA. It's gonna be nice. Nice biscuits. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I should talk about the biscuits. So recently, we designed some channel points. Finally got a logo and name for the channel points. The channel points will be called biscuits with a Z. Don't forget the Z. So as you watch the stream, you'll... Oh wait, I gotta actually change the name. It's with an S. I gotta put a Z at the end. I'll adjust that later for next stream. But as you watch, you'll earn channel points, which are biscuits. And you can use these biscuits in the future to like redeem for a discount on an order or things like that. I'm gonna think of more intuitive ways for the biscuits to be used. So that'll be nice. Actually, I'm gonna need to grab my power supply for the NES. And I wish I had this thing set up now, but I just got home not too long ago, so didn't have a moment to set it up quite yet. But I will. That is coming in the future. So yeah, keep watching, keep earning them biscuits. They're good for your health, I promise. They're gluten-free, vegan, whatever you want them to be. Just earn the biscuits. Really put these headphones in this case. Alright, let's do it. Where my gloves at? Let me get my gloves on. Let's get the volume a little bit lower. Everything should be good now. But as always, it's nice to have you guys here. Actually, I didn't make a post. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna make a post real quick to the Instagrams. Sounds like a lot of carbs. No, no, no. They're like made out of chicken. Have you seen that though? Where people make like they make pizza, but the dough is chicken. Like they get like ground chicken, or they grind it themselves, or you know, put it in a meat processor themselves, and they use that as the base, and then obviously they layer it with sauce, cheese, and toppings. All the carbs you can't eat. Yeah, you know, I've been on this weight loss journey for a while. But yeah, for now we're just chatting until I get started with this repair. And because on Tuesdays I'll be starting later, I'm gonna try to orient the repairs to something quicker. don't take up too much time. So like bad chicken parm? Nah, it's not. Chicken parm is not my forte, but it's not like that, I promise. It's actually pretty good. Um, okay. That sounds like heaven. Exactly. See? Bulletproof gets it. He gets it. He understands the mission. He understands the mission. Alright, let's get a pick. Let's get a pick. Actually, that's pretty dark. Chicken parmesan is built off of chicken base. Chicken parm is built off of. Oh yeah, you're right. Because a lot of times with chicken parm, they put the sauce too and the parm. I kind of like it when it's in pasta, you know, like chicken and cheese and pasta. I feel like that goes well together. I guess pizza kind of counts too. Electronics. Also, I was hearing someone was telling me about a way where I can play like copyrighted music and it not mute my VODs. So that's the main reason why I play oh, there was just an ad break. Here, I'll repeat what I was saying. I was like, someone showed me how to play copyrighted music in the stream and it not mute my VODs or my videos on demand, you know, the recordings after that stay online for a little bit. Because that's why I've been using copyright free music, is so I don't get my VODs muted, so people can still hear the comms that go on. Because a lot of times I explain things, of course. Oh snap! Is it about to get lit? Hey, Kung Fu Kenny all day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to listen to that Kung Fu Kenny. Doja Cat, hey, I eat that juicy. I get that lunch. Or Moo, that's my song, yo. That's the song that put me on to Doja Cat was Moo. Um, excuse me. Twitch live stream. Nice. I mean, sometimes you just gotta be a cow. You know what I'm saying? Even though your name's Doja Cat, you gotta be a cow. Super Mario Bros. All right, that should be that. Oh, last but not least, let me turn. She is a shapeshifter. What does that mean? Because she changes from a cat to a cow. I got you. Here, I'm just gonna adjust the air conditioning real quick. I haven't been home all day, so it hasn't been running. So it's a little warm. A little warm. Alright, that should do it. Alright, let's get this thing popping. Have you also seen her music videos? Not really. Only, I've seen Juicy, I've seen Moo. It's kind of it, to be honest. I'm not really a music video person. Alright, so there's a game in this, which is a absolute certified hood classic of a video game. Excuse me. The Duck Hunt, Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt Special. This is the customer's game. Whoa, Gene. Keep it PG. Say something like she gallivants. You know what I'm saying? She just be gallivanting. So this console, what this console was doing, and I already replicated the issue when the customer dropped it off to me, is when you try to turn it on, this red LED just blinks, just flashes red, which is usually it blocked his message. Oh, it did. Um, and usually a lot of times when the console just blinks like that, it's usually the 72 pin connector, which is the connector that receives the game. And here we have a new one. Hey man, to each their own, I suppose. Not what something I'd be pawning after. But here's the new replacement of the 72 pin connector, nice and shiny. The only thing though is a lot of times with these newer aftermarket ones, they have something in the community called a death grip. So like it's very tight um, when you're inserting the cartridge. Some people don't like that, and there's no real way to kind of prevent that. They're just tight when they're newer. So over time with use, they will loosen up. However, sometimes you can get a refurbished one, like an OEM one, but someone either did the boil mod, the boil method, or they just polish every pin individually. However they do it, you can get basically a better fit, and it kind of tightens it up a little bit. Oh gosh, don't get them started. Don't get them started. Maybe the Tuesday will be like the late night, everything goes stream. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, let's crack this thing open. Now that I finally have the proper screwdriver for this job. It sucked. I was gonna do this job like at a site, just because I was there and the timing would have worked out, but I didn't have access to a screwdriver that was long enough. Ever get any new old stock? Oh, like a console that's like sealed, new in box or something? Is that what you mean, Bulletproof? Here, let me get my magnet, my magneto. Let me see if it's strong enough. Hey, clutch. New old stock, yeah. Or of like the connector itself, like an unboxing. I think he means like basically new in box, but like of something older, like an NES or a Super Nintendo. If that is what you're asking, the answer is no. Nice, the bit rates look good. Looks good. Oh, for parts, yeah. So I've heard of that before. I've heard of people like, for example, when something's going, like when a company who manufactures the parts for like Nintendo or Sega are going out of business. Yeah, exactly. They like sell off all the parts, and some people buy them and just hoard them. So basically, over time, when the market needs them, they can just be like, "Oh yeah, here are all these parts that we have that you can only get from us now." They basically corner the market until like a third-party solution is developed, if at all. Let me get this guy out of the way a little bit more. For a super expensive price. Yeah, supply and demand, right? It's like scalping, but long game scalping. What return value is that? Oof. It For the person selling the parts, it can be pretty high. It can be pretty lucrative. Why is this hole smaller than the rest of them? Like, what the heck? See, look, this fits in here, fits in there, fits in every other one but this one. Like, why? I gotta flip this thing over to make the screw fall out. It's a big deal? No. But why? Why? Boom. Ooh, that's some moisture. Look at that. Ooh, got some corrodioti. Hopefully it is just a 72 pin connector. I really hope so. My anime shirt are once again presentable. Oh, nice. Because you just finished ironing. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Alright, we gotta take this metallic shield off to reveal what we need. I don't need a screwdriver like that anymore. Put my magnet bit back. New part there. Gene said, I've seen a mod for that expansion port on the bottom recently. What does that do? Honestly, I have not seen anything for this. Oh, see, on the newer versions, I guess, of the consoles, they put like a blocking plate, but underneath, you can see that the port is there. I can see it just through the corner when the light shines through. When I take it apart, we'll flip it over and take a look. But I don't think Nintendo ever utilized it. Because, you know, like for the Nintendo 64, they had the DD expansion, which was the disk drive, which did get use in Japan. So there are games for it, and the expansion exists. I don't think there ever was one that existed for the NES, but I could be wrong. It's not something I've ever looked into. I'm curious. Y'all look it up. Let me know. Let me know, chat. Oh, it's not the right one. Let's get this one. And I'm curious, Bulletproof, what was the functionality they were able to get out of it from the mod you saw? Oof, this thing is oof. Either a capacitor spilled its guts or something spilled in there. What does this mod do? I've wanted it for years. Dang, so it must be good. Do you remember? I'm assuming you do if you wanted it that badly. Or you're Googling it right now to remind yourself. Either way, I'm cool. Also, I think it would be cool to have a camera here too. And then have this in the background, which will be revealed in an upcoming video by GameCube Galaxy. I haven't really showed much of my collection in my office / game room because you guys can only see basically one side of the room, but some pretty significant on the other side. I'm gonna wait for that video as the reveal. I don't want to spoil it. Alright, so we got this top cover off. This board could definitely use a cleaning. Yeah, and the 72 pin connector has some corrosion on it as well. Let's keep going. Itch. Apparently there's a way better sound chip on the motherboard that's not used. Interesting. Oh, that would be cool. And it enables the expansion 6 audio. Expansion 6 audio. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. You know what? I ordered a Nintendo drawer for a NES that I recently bought. And still hasn't come in yet. I ordered it from Etsy. Now it's at the point where I'm a little concerned that I got gypped, but we shall see. I don't want to cast judgment just yet. Also, it can add Bluetooth for wireless controllers. What the heck? That sounds fire. What the heck? Where was this? What the heck? I'm surprised 8-bit though probably doesn't make one. Probably not enough power on the lines to do it or something like that. Double your mods, double your fun. Double mint gum. Hey, Alpha's in the background. What's up, Dad? Nice to have you here. Mr. Alfa Romeo. In the flesh, on his bicycle. Looking like Ash Ketchum. In Pallet Town. So how many miles did you do today, sir? Or was today your off day for your bike riding. Want to say it's by 8-bit mods? Okay, I'll have to look into it. Bulletproof, just to see. 6 miles yesterday. Oh yeah, nice. Gave you a call when you were wrapping that up, so that's awesome that you finished it. I knew you would if you said you were. So since you're tuning in, Dad, what we're working on today is a console you might actually remember. It's the NES, the first Nintendo. Like how you play the original Mario. You have to remember setting this up for us at some point. Right, yeah. So that's pretty cool. It's every other day. Oh, okay. Yo, that corrosion is something fierce. I can't tell if it's like a leaky capacitor or what. But dang. Is it gonna release thyself from the like corroded on there, man? Oh, I got your link, Bulletproof. I'll have to check that out. I'm pretty sure this should release by now, but the fact that this thing is like corroded on there isn't helping. You know what? Let me see about just taking the RF part with it, and then I could probably take all of it. Just get it out of the housing. I remember that game. Zoom in. Alright. I mean, there's no zoom function on this that I know of. Maybe I need to buy like a remote, like a GoPro wireless Bluetooth remote or something, so I can do that. I can lift it up though to show you guys. I'll do that shortly. Dad said you had to have that one. Yeah, man, it's a good game. Yes, got your Discord link, Gene. And then Dad said so many trips to GameStop. Man, that was like my favorite place as a kid. Couldn't tell me nothing when we was going to GameStop. Zoom into the damage. Yeah, I got you. I'll show you. Here. So here's the corrosion I'm talking about. It's like pretty gnarly. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like all around here. So this corrosion is on this cover of the RF module, and then also here. So it looks. Oh no, we not starting this again. I know exactly where you're going with that. Stop it. Get some help. Like Michael Jordan. Stop it. Stop. Y'all are not doing that again. Alright, let's get the drawer out. So we're gonna have to install this back. This is the spring-loaded drawer for the cartridge. You know what you need to do. Hey, there's a copious amounts of cat hair. So I know this person, or wherever this console was, it was owned by a cat owner or lover at some point. Oh yeah, so here's that expansion slot that Gene was talking about. I guess you can just break this cover off because it has snaps to be broken off. This bottom expansion port right in the middle right here, and then that's the expansion slot. So it's cool that they were able to figure out how to use this thing, get some functionality out of it. According to Monsieur Jean or Monsieur Bulletproof. Okay, so let's unplug this. So right goes to this one. Let's get this controller port out. Just so I have an easier time cleaning the board, because I see it, so might as well clean it. Alright, that's that. That looks good. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, this could use a light dusting. I'll use some air at high flow to get rid of that. Alright, take this back shield off. Okay. I think it was just because the screws were in and I couldn't take it out. Yo! It's Stan! Welcome! Mazige. You know what you need to do? Funny. Yo! Welcome, welcome. Mazige. How'd you do today? How many heads did you cut today? I don't remember if Monday's your day off or not. Don't tell me I left the vacuum on the charger. Well, not. I mean, you're kind of supposed to do that, but yeah. I gotta remember to bring this thing in here. You know what? I might just move the charger in here and just mount it on the wall in here so I don't have to keep walking to my laundry room. He cuts heads? Oh yeah, like the hash-slinging slasher. You know what I'm saying? Whipping out the freshest fades in all of Inverness. Wow, I like how they had to put a sticker to let you know, like NTSC for North America. Don't sell it somewhere else. I8 day? Oh, that's good. So I'm guessing like maybe 5 to 7 heads. 7 or 8. Dang, that's kind of nice. That ain't bad. But yeah, Stan Liggity, that's what we're working on today. I'm sure you remember this junk. This is just the top part. Yes, Amafruity. No decapitations. You know, this ain't France. We ain't doing. I know we're like Haitians have some French in them, but no guillotines around here. And I know you remember this, Stanley. Throwback. Oh yeah, just something light. I'm thinking usually for the symptom we were seeing, which is the red flashing LED on the front. It's usually this connector is the culprit. That's like the first thing to try. Beyond that, it could be a capacitor failure, which this console doesn't have too many. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, at least on the motherboard, the main board, and then I see one big one here, which I'm hoping this isn't what leaked, but something tells me they bought the console recently, so it can't be that bad, but I can give it a light cleaning. Oh yeah, also, Bullet, he just called that beautiful console junk. That's funny. I picked this up. I ordered this not too long ago. It's called an Omnivice. This thing is gonna be so nice for working on bigger boards. Here, check it out. I'll show you guys how it works. So basically, you can clamp onto the board, but because it's round, you can kind of select where you want it. I want to get another one for bigger modules, but I think for a board like this, just one is fine. So basically, you sandwich it in between, and then you can just screw it down, and then it'll hold the board for you. I got this as an investment towards like showing you guys better footage of HDMI port replacement, so it's not like off the edge. I can kind of just hang it like this. Um, but yeah, this is really cool. Something I wanted to pick up. Looks like a stiff shift. Yeah, it does, right? Like this portion. This is just the height adjustment. But yeah, it's a notch system, just like a manual car. Kind of just you select the gear basically, aka the height, and then you lock it in place with this thumb screw, this jack screw down here. Of course, I said the same thing. And then also for wires, I picked up this tool right here, which is just helping hands. Came with a little magnifier, which I'll probably will never use, but it's there, which is nice. And then basically articulating arms with alligator clips to hold wires in place and hold things in place, so that's awesome too. But yeah, little upgrades just to make things nicer. So for tonight, I don't think I really need it, but in the future, it's nice to have. It's made by Heiko too. Alright, so the thing about these connectors is it's all press fit. It's all press fit, so literally you just pull it off. That's why this repair is like one of the simpler repairs. You literally just take it off, put another one on. But usually when I do this service, I like to do a cleaning. I mean, especially for this level of nastiness. I'm gonna need to cop some merch. Oh yeah, you saw the shirt. I haven't posted it on my IG yet, but I'm gonna make that post tomorrow. I wanted to post the Twitch affiliate thing. Well, first the collab with GameCube Galaxy, then the Twitch affiliate. post, and then I'll be doing the merch post just to get how people feel about it. But overall, what'd you think of it? From what you saw, Stanley, Stan the man. All right, let's get some cleaning utensils and some alcohol, aka some of that vodka. Ooh, this is nasty. It was clean. Oh yeah, he be ready to wear it. Hey man, it's like not only is it clean, the logo's fire, but you're repping your cousin. You know what I mean? That's like a win-win-win-win. And it's advertisement, which is another W. Yo, this thing is filthy. I'm just gonna bring the alcohol closer, man, because I'm gonna be using this a lot. I wish I had more, yo, so I could like wear them like every day and just have them in different colors, have a rotation. The logo is fire, and huge thank you to a viewer of the channel, Tina. She's the one that made that like first prototype for me for the collab. So a huge shout out to Tina. She's sometimes in here. I don't know if she's in here tonight, but I haven't seen her. She usually comments like once or twice. Hey, we're making progress. This thing is getting cleaner, thankfully. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about what game I should stream? I'm thinking, Monday through Friday with my new stream schedule, making it about electronic repairs. And then on the weekends, I can stream myself gaming. Kind of like a real work schedule. Like you work on the weekdays and then you're off on the weekends. But I'm off, quote unquote off, but not really. Here to where is Kitty? Who's Kitty? Oh, Kitty for hire. I don't know, man. I low key miss her, man. I was like, dang, where's she at though? Warframe, Diablo Immortal. Well, I don't play Diablo. Kind of never really been a huge fan of like dungeon crawler, top-down view games, unless it's like Zelda. But I could see myself playing Warframe or Destiny or some other game. Like I was thinking, maybe Astrobot, like doing a 100% run of Astrobot over the course of the next few weeks or so. It's one of my favorite games. I mean, it did win Game of the Year, but it was actually a good game. I don't think it was just like, you know, so some people were trying to say like Sony paid for that game to win. I'm like, come on, guys. Even if they were, it's like, okay, then what? The game is actually fire. Kingdom Hearts. Dang. Why you gotta come up with the obscure stuff, Gene? Hell yeah, dang. Okay. That's two. I mean, I haven't done a Kingdom Hearts run in a minute. I could bring my PS4. I haven't whipped out the PS4 in a while to play the story so far. But just because y'all said that, peep, I could play on OG. Wait, is this complete? No, it's not complete. I don't have the manual for this one. I forgot how I got this one. I think I got it in a lot with a few other games. This game, man. This game changed my whole outlook on video games. I'll never forget the guy who let me borrow this back in Fort Lauderdale. We were in elementary school. He was a middle schooler. His name was Brandon, and he had a big old afro, and he lived on our block. Man, back in the day when you just knew the kids on your block. Imagine that. And he let us borrow so many games, and he was just so cool. And one of the games was Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, yo, what the heck is this? He was also into a game, a Full Metal Alchemist game that was fire. Yeah, Brandon the Plug. Oh yeah, he put us on game. No, all puns intended. Oh no, don't fall. My Cole figurine from Infamous. There we go. Go back. And then, to support the Kingdom Hearts flag, I got little amiibo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get the other camera angle. I think it's gonna be cool to show people like, I don't just fix stuff. I actually game too, you know, and I'm serious about it. And I'm low key nice. Not gonna hold y'all. Like I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of nice at games. It's kind of my thing. I mean, just let Stanley tell you. He is nice. Oh gee, I got an idea. Hey, let's hear it. I think I need bristles to be a little shorter so it puts a little more torque on the board for cleaning. Here, let me do that. Yeah, Jeff is that dude. Oh gee, oh lord. Thanks, Dan. Even though y'all be saying I be cheating, even though I don't, but I know that's a compliment. I appreciate it. It's a science, man. Oh yeah, this is doing a much better job of getting this gunk off, this debris. You see Ocarina of Time multiplayer? He definitely cheats at Smash. Hey man, that's what happens when you play competitively for a few years. You get good at something. Ocarina of Time multiplayer? What the heck is that? Can't beat me in Madden though? Hey, you can have that one, Stan. Absolutely, you're absolutely right. That 2K, any sports game that doesn't have like Mario in it, yeah, you winning. That's all you. I'm not nice like that. Plus, you played football in high school. You just got that mindset. But Gene, tell me more about this Ocarina of Time multiplayer. I'm guessing it's a mod for like Project 64. What? You can like Four Swords Adventure, Ocarina of Time? It's legit? Would you want to join? Like we could do a Discord call, and I can make it where like I play with the community. That would be dope. I like that idea. That's a very good idea. Well, hold on. That's a silly question. Yeah, of course you would play. I know. The homie. The only thing I'm worried about though is like Nintendo. You know what I mean? I I hate to be that guy that's worried about like, you know, the branding and then the future and like not being able to get opportunities from Nintendo, even though that's like probably a far off thing. I do kind of worry about it. You have to add them to Discord. Oh yeah. Uh, Emma Fruity, if you don't mind, could you send him an invite on the community one? Yeah. Maybe you could send him one for me since you're a mod. Oh yeah, this thing looks a lot better than it did. There's some like pretty caked on corrosion, but for the most part it looks so much better. Alright, let's do the other side and then we can replace the connector and see if that does it. Yeah, look at that voltage regulator. They attach it with thermal grease because of the heat that thing produces. Let's see. Sure, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I gotta make you a mod in the Twitch too. At some point. Might as well. You know, I know you probably won't be able to be there all the time, but still. I think it'll be a good asset to the stream. CBR, okay. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a little worried. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not gonna fake jacks. I'm not gonna lie like I'm not concerned. Um, it does worry me because I don't want to like lose out 100% on opportunities from Nintendo, but dang, that sounds like fun. It also goes into Majora's Mask, like they like merge the games, almost like how some randomizers do. Have you seen that, Gene? Where like it's a randomizer of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask into one game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Those things take hours though to finish. I don't know if I'm up for all that, especially since I'm only going to be streaming video games on the weekend. I probably would need something a little shorter, but good idea, and probably something I would do with you, like maybe even off stream. Shoot, we could probably do. Yo, you know how many times I've beaten Ocarina of Time? Like, obviously not, but a lot. Trust me, a lot of times. In fact, every year I play that game. Like, Ocarina of Time is such a big deal for me. Here's to emphasize what I mean by Ocarina of Time is such a big deal for me. I had to get a box copy, and I made sure to get the 1.0 version of the game. I also have the 1.2 and 1.1 version of the game, but the 1.0 version with the original music in the Fire Temple, the original mirror shield emblems. It's also yeah, it's called a save file, not even the collectora or not even the collectors. Oh, okay. All right. So next thing what we're gonna do, and this is a trick of the industry with pins, with pin connectors, is you can use an eraser to clean the contacts off. So it's like if you know, you know, but this is actually the strat. So it's a good method. Like obviously deoxit exists, but this is a good method for removing like that like corrosion, like almost haze, like oxidation, I should say. OMG, phone is failing me. Oh no. Yes, Ganondorf does bleed. He bleeds in the other one, but if it instead of it being green in the updated one, it's actually red. It's little stuff like that. And the only reason why I cared to make sure to have a 1.0 version of the cartridge is because growing up, that's what we had. I didn't even realize there was different versions until like Wii Virtual Console came out. Oh, there's an ad break going on right now. Gotcha. Probably why I'm not seeing Gene. Alright, and we're gonna follow this up with some alcohol. Oh yeah, look at all that darkness, that dirt coming off of that. Yeah, oh yeah, so much better. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have a screen right there so I can see Twitch chat. Also, in the Muslim chanting in the Fire Temple. See, you know all the differences. Of course you would. You and I are both Zelda fans. So yeah, I like all those ideas actually. Kingdom Hearts would be good. Kingdom Hearts would definitely be good. Um, Kingdom Hearts, and maybe just a vanilla Ocarina of Time. Might have to whip out the cartridge, or I'll probably play it on Dolphin. I mean, I could play it on original hardware and just patch it through. Now that I have that splitter I showed you guys. Yeah, there's so many ways to play it. Here, I think, yeah, I can like connect my Wii to the stream and play it off this GameCube version, which isn't a bad version of the game, honestly. This was the first time Master Quest came into America though, which was pretty cool. I have 100% of the Master Quest run. That I'm proud of because that was a pain in the butt cheeks. Collector's edition. What comes on this again? Oh yeah, and there's you can got the collector's edition too. I have that sealed still. Whoa, that's fire. Shame the 3DS remake didn't come out for Switch. Yeah, I really enjoy the 3DS remake though. It's actually my preferred way to play the game, just for the visual enhancement and the frame rate enhancement. Alright, now that we got this thing cleaned off, let's try to give it a test run. So we're gonna smamage this. Oh yeah, dang. Yeah, that's really tight. Should be making amazing contact. Oh my gosh. The noob put this thing the wrong way. Or upside down, I suppose. Should go like this. Be very careful not to like bend any of the components on the other side. Alright, screw holes line up and everything. So just like that, you put the new connector on. Alright, let's see about testing this thing. Test it first. This is the top piece. This is the top piece. But yeah, man. Overall, today was a good day. Day job stuff was pretty straightforward today, which was pretty cool. Oh yeah. Lately, I've been craving acai bowls. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. And there was a day I thought I was gonna get one, but I arrived a little tardy because of Easter Sunday plus other reasons. The heck was that? It just looked like something fell. Oh, it's just this like nasty weird debris. Okay, I'll be sure to clean that out after testing. Make sure this thing works first. But I finally got it. Acai bowls are so good, man. If you haven't had one, highly recommend you try it. Here, I'll put it in the chat so you can see the spelling. Acai bowl. Really good. Let's make these connections. Alright. That looks good. What time is it? 10:30? Yeah. Also, in order to adhere to the schedule I made for the stream, I'm gonna start going to bed a lot earlier. So that way I can leave work earlier, and so I can stick to the stream schedule. Being difficult. This song slaps every time. Alright, we can put the screws in place so that way there's enough rigidity. Those are so good. Oh yeah. You know. It's just crazy how all of a sudden I got the craving though. That's the part that's wild to me. Those are so good. What are some of your favorite toppings to put on them, man, my fruity? Well, fruit, bruh. Well, yeah, it is typical to get fruit on them. Banana, strawberry, granola. I like the Nutella crunch. Okay, see, thank you, Miss Malicious Compliance. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, same. Strawberries, I do like. Um, Blueberries, I like. Banana, not so much. I could pass on banana, but I don't mind if it's there. But I could definitely pass on it. It's not a necessity. Blueberries are great way. Mango is so good. Yeah. You know what I've noticed though? At least at Smoothie King, the mango they throw in there is like really not good. It's like not ready. And they just like give it to you. It's like, hey, yo. Alright, folks, I will be right back. Got time for me. Take it easy, y'all. Oh, it's nighttime for you? Alright, Gene. It's good to have you here, man. Good night, homie. Alright, we'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab the AV cable. Twitch really doesn't like the fold. Why? What do you mean? What happens? Like it cuts off parts of the screen or something? Oh, rendering issues? Oh, that's annoying. It's like you have all that real estate just to have rendering issues? The heck? A lot of the keyboard is lower than it should be. Oh, so it's hard to type. Night. Alright, night, Gene. See ya. Alright, be right back. Gonna grab the power source and AV. Alright, we are back. Alright, so I got the power cord. It's an aftermarket one. I don't think I have an OEM one. I might, but it might be buried in the bins in my closet. But this should work. Let's see. Output is 9 volts, 850 milliamps. Oh, still have the GameCube connector plugged in. Alright, power is in. Okay, it does turn on. Let's switch the camera view so you guys can see. I hate when the keyboard gets messed up. Yeah, that's annoying. It happens on iPhones too. It'll like glitch out. Sometimes you have to like restart your phone or exit the app and try to come back. Alright, let's connect our mono audio. This thing had mono audio. That's crazy. Mono audio and video. It's throwback right there. And then the connections are on the side. The module. Alright, so we got power, we got video. Let's get the input over to AV1. Or just AV on this television. And then we have a controller as well. Oh, this is the customer's controller. Looks to be third party. It is a third party controller. Alright, it looks the part though, which is nice. Alright. And you know, he has his cartridge that he had that we're gonna test out. This is the customer's copy, but I have a copy of these games too. And I have my NES games stacked up on my shelf over here, so And I've tested quite a few of them, so I know they work, which is nice. So this thing has that death grip. Alright, let's see if we get pictures. Boom. Just like that. Simple solution, y'all. That's what does it. Oh, it's gonna be so cool to just patch that into the stream. Of course, I gotta test. Man, I remember finishing this game, but not on this. I think we had like the Game Boy Color version, which was like Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Man, as a kid, I used to play that junk all the time. On long car rides in my dad's old Nissan truck. We would I would try to sit by the window and get as much light as possible because those consoles didn't have backlights. But yeah, that did it. So that's all it was just the connector, which I assume. That's why I preemptively bought the connector. Duck Hunt, my favorite. Yo, me too. You should update the audio to simulated stereo. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I bet there's a mod to do that. You probably just break it off and just do another barrel connector, honestly. And then the TV will figure out what channel it's in. I can't believe you remember Duck Hunt, Dad. What? I don't ever remember you playing it. That's pretty sick. That's cool. I didn't know you played it. Alright, let's get my one pick for the invoice that I always tell you guys. I like to include these in the invoice so the customer can see, like, boom, it's actually working. Not faking jacks, as my family would say. Alright, so that's that. That's nice. Okay. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I'll probably drop it off to them tomorrow. Okay. The one thing though, and this is what I was talking about, and I'll show you guys on camera with the overhead shot. In Fort Lauderdale, yeah. Oh, B-roll is here? Wait, what did Stan the Man say? Why are you laughing, B-roll? Did I miss something that Stan said? Or are you just laughing? On old projector TV. Oh yeah. He bought the games, tested them before he got to play them. Hey, that's a good point. He probably, nah, yeah, that'd be a good way to know. On the old projector TVs, yeah. Man, those are good times in the Florida room, man. Playing on that big back TV, big back biscuit television. See, you see how tight it is to get the game out? That's the only thing I don't like with these aftermarket connectors. This is what they call the death grip. Because, like, remember, when this has a whole housing on it, the only part you can grab is this part. You mean break your back TV? Yeah, to lift those things? Yeah, it's such a pain to get this thing out. You almost, like, need pliers. That's what I don't like about these aftermarket ones. They're a great solution, they work, but they're not the best. But for the cost, though, they are the best. All right. You know what? I don't know if it's worth taking this thing apart to clean it again. I mean, I'll do a light cleaning. I don't want to leave it like super dirty. I'll just blow it out. I carried one of those TVs to my basement once. Oh, geez. Man, that's an accomplishment. That's a TV. You should get some gamer or achievement. You should get some gamer score for that, or PlayStation trophy. Things are not light. Here, I'm just gonna blow this thing out. Any excess cat hair. Oh yeah. and then I'll vacuum in here later. That actually helped a ton. This thing is pretty dusty. Well, believe it or not, as a Melee player, I've carried the single CRT that I still have in my garage to so many tournaments, and it's like a 19-inch big back. It's a big one. Man, that's when I was working out all the time. It felt like nothing at the time. Now, that thing would break my back like Bane. I'll go out like Bruce Bruce Wayne. Bars. All right, so we got the top cover back on. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. We got it. You got it. Here, one of those TVs. Yeah. Here, I'm sending a picture to the customer just so they're aware of it. Super Mario Underground. Wait, why would you bring one of those TVs into your basement? Was it just like back in the day, or do you use it for retro video games? Kind of like what I do and my cousins do. Here, let me clean off this top shield. Retro video games? Yeah, okay, so same reason. Yeah, there's something about that 600 hertz refresh rate that a CRT can do that these digital TVs just can't do. Nothing beats that like authentic experience with like scan lines. Like I'm not a huge scan line fan, but I do like the way it looks for retro games. I still have a lot of old consoles. Oh, you do? I think you mentioned it to me, but I didn't know you had them where you could actively play them. I thought you had them in like boxes or something. They're in the game room. Oh, nice. Alright, now that we cleaned up this cover, let's get this thing fully assembled, and that'll be one quick repair for the night. I think Tuesdays will all be quick repairs, just ease into the stream week. Screws. So, do you have more than retro consoles in your game room? Maybe you have like, some modern stuff too? Yeah, okay. Like PS5, PS4, latest Xbox, or not really? I'm assuming you got a Switch down there. Nice. Alright, let's get the top back on. Let's blow this out too. Alright, these last 6 screws. Switch, PS4, latest Xbox, PS2, Xbox One, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64. The fact that you have a Saturn is pretty sick. That's very uncommon. I don't think I've seen a Saturn in person yet. I don't think I have, no. I'm well aware of it, but that's one I have not like seen in person. I know a few people that have one. Oh, his foot is missing. Is it just smashed? No, it's missing. Nice. $10.43. You know what? I think I'll do a Joy-Con repair for something simple. Doesn't require soldering because I do want to get to bed a little early today. Alright, and done. Alright. This one is done. We could play Left 4 Dead. Oh man. I never got into that game, but in high school I remember everybody was playing it. I just never got into it. Then again, I'm not really a huge fan of like zombie games or horror games. But I'm down to play any other like co-op type game like that. Because I think that's what the main appeal of it was. Or I can show you Manhunt. Oh yeah, I've seen YouTube videos on Manhunt. That junk is a little extra. But, check it out, maybe. Alright, as always, we're going to do a test after final assembly. Just to make sure it's working. Just before giving it back to the customer. Always good to do this test. Why did I disconnect it from the TV? Why did I do that? Why? Alright. Man, that thing starts right up. That's pretty cool. Oh man. Oh man. Darn it. I missed that junk. Alright, it's confirmed working. I finished the first level. I'm done. Alright, that's awesome. Got that junk working. I think this is mine. I think I told him to keep all his cables, so actually I think this is mine. Sent to me with an aftermarket controller, huh? Okay. But console's working. That's one down. I'll go throw it in my ruggedized case. My dad would play Left 4 Dead. That's cool. That's cool that you got to play with your dad like that. Left 4 Dead is fun because there's like a horror movie mixed with shooter. Yeah, I can see it. I can see why everyone loved that game. Like everybody in high school was trying to get me on that game. So I was pretty decent at shooters. Still am to this day. I guess people will see that when I play Destiny on stream. Step this away. A little bit of debris. I'll have to vacuum in here later. Switch controller. We got a Joy-Con to fix. That is next. The Joy-Con. Some of the zombies sound off. Message. Let's switch over to the overhead cam view. I'm gonna grab my Nintendo Switch. We're gonna see what's up with this analog stick. Apparently on this Joy-Con, it has drift. I guess. See, I recently moved my parts out of this room for the collab with GameCube Galaxy. My Switch. And go ahead and test this Joy-Con, so it looks like the right one. So a good way to check it on original with the OEM stuff or the OEM software. Go to controller and sensors and calibrate control sticks with the stick. And yeah, you can see this thing is super drifty. See that? It's like not even touching it and it's just moving on its own. Yeah, this analog stick is cooked. Alright, so we know it's cooked. Get this thing started. So an ad starts in about 2 minutes. I'll break away in that time to go grab the components I need, and then we'll get this thing fixed. I just wanted to confirm the issue. Let's put that here. Put that over there. Oh, Emma Fruity said, kind of similar to Last of Us, except not all the beautiful storyline. Yeah. Last of Us was so good, they made it a TV show. Here, I don't need this eraser anymore. Clean this up a little bit. Got there for now, so I put it back in the garage. Come on, man. Man, the pink Joy-Con comes up a little different. Alright, For those who've ever opened up a Joy-Con, boy oh boy, this thing is tiny. And it's like kind of cramped, but no big deal. As long as you got the right screwdriver, you're good. Which, of course, you're gonna need a tri-wing because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo loves the tri-wing screwdriver. Okay, so this tri-wing seems like too big. Let me see if I try this one from here. Yeah, see, it looks kind of orange. It's supposed to be like that pink color. I guess I have the temperature of my light a little warm. Okay, sunscreen. Uh-oh. We got some chassis, some shell damage. Oh boy. I wonder if I should just leave that one alone, actually. Not even try to unthread it. Here's what I mean by shell damage. Man, it really looks orange. Here, let me see if I could change the lighting to maybe something a little cooler. Does that even help? It's like, nah, it just comes up as orange. Alright, so here's warmer lighting. It still looks orange. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, this shell took a hit or two. Let's get a spudger so we can open this thing up. Dude, the amount of torque they put on that ribbon cable is ridiculous, man. I know, it's like super tiny. Gotta find a way to zoom in. Alright, let's get underneath and lift this battery up. Alright, battery connector is out. It's still super orange, jeez. I think the antenna, I can just disconnect it here and then keep it with that. Alright, so I need a Phillips. That was pre-made Phillips. It should be the right size. Yes, it is. So we're going to get the battery carrier out. Let's put these in there too. And then another Phillips over here. This should be enough for the battery carrier. Or is it locked underneath that? Darn it, it is. So I need to remove this anyway. Yeah, this housing is not in the best of shape, but it's okay. It'll still function. It's just some cosmetic damage. Oh, we got one more Phillips screw. Hey man, it's almost 11. Not bad. I think I'll knock these out and then that'll kind of be that. Alright, so we got the battery carrier flipped over. We need to release that ribbon cable. Honestly, I might not need to. Might be able to just work around that. Actually, yeah. I can just work around it. Alright. Alright, almost have the Joy-Con sensor out. Then we can replace it. I'm putting my head in the way. I'm trying to see. I should just rotate it. Alright. Here's the old Joy-Con module, the analog stick module. This is what we're going to be replacing. It's just a module attached with a ribbon cable. And this thing had so much drift, it's unbelievable. Alright. So at this time, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to go to use the restroom and grab the parts, but we will be right back. Now's a good time for a potty break. Run to the restroom. BRB. Be right back, y'all. Alright, we are back. Alright, nice. So, went to grab the components I needed. We got the replacement Joy-Con. Yeah, that thing was crispy. Alright, so we're gonna install it, and then we just need to calibrate it, and then we are done this repair, and I think I'm gonna call the stream for the night. Are you serious right now? Did that just break off the board? I think the shoulder button just broke off the board. What in the world? I mean, I know this controller was well used, but wow. Here, I'll show you guys on the microscope camera what I'm talking about. It literally just like delitted itself and just fell off the board. Took the pads with it. That had to have been already going. There's no way I did that just now. And you know what? I have another Joy-Con with the same issue. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's a lot of pink orange. So we have, this is where the shoulder button is. As you can see, it broke off and took the pads with it. It's like it's just literally ripped off the board. Okay, well, I do have these switches in stock. Didn't expect to use it for this repair, but man, why would Nintendo make these things like this? They're like so fragile. Oh, let me get my glove on. Wow. Well, that'll have to be a repair for another time. I will go ahead and get the analog stick replaced. I can calibrate it just to show you guys what it looks like, but you can't return this like this. I have to figure this thing out. Man, this controller must have taken a drop. I mean, it already has the crack on it, but whatever. But you can see it took the pads with it, unfortunately. So it's supposed to sit like this on some pads. Man, this thing has like barely any anchoring. And we press these buttons pretty hard. I can see children pressing these things pretty rough. It's supposed to sit like that. Has a leaf spring inside of it and a few other components so that way the console can read the input. Looks like it just said no. It just fell off the board. The anchors weren't doing a darn thing. There's a piece of the anchor. Okay. I ain't sweating it. Not worried at all. You can figure out where to tag some wires. See if I can find other replacement contact points for these pads that ripped off. Jeez, man. That's so annoying. I wanted to just fix it and then be done with it. But see, this is the stuff. I'm glad this is happening. Because a lot of times, you know, I'll get customers who want to negotiate with me, or why your prices are so high, or why weren't you able to fix something. And it's like, this is the nature of it. Like, sometimes these things are very delicate, especially components like controller buttons where they're constantly getting pressed and used. They just degrade over time, you know? There's nothing on this planet that over time and use lasts forever. And even then, if you don't even use it, things can still fade. Like, look at DJ Khaled and all these celebrities who have shoe collections, and they just let them sit there, and then the shoes just degrade. It's like, same thing. Alright, well, I'm not gonna sit here crying over spilt milk. I do have the replacement switches, so that's nice. I will have to figure out how to re-anchor this to the board now that the pads are gone. It looks like these side anchors are still intact. Oh, let me get it in frame. Looks like these side anchors are still intact, which is okay, which is good. It's better than nothing. So our ground connections are good. And then we'll have to figure out these connections. There has to be somewhere else on the board that these are also tied to. So I see a trace going over here, then it kind of vanishes. So I wonder if it's these two inputs are tied together, and then this input is going somewhere else on the board. But I'll figure all that out when I go to repair it. It'll have to be another day. Anywho, here's the old analog stick. Wanted to show you guys. You can see like the rubber on top, the rubber cap is just gone, and they were using it like this for a while. I think with this controller, or this analog stick module, I think dirt and debris gets underneath here. Yeah, you can see it. Dirt and debris gets underneath, and underneath this little flap that's supposed to protect it. When dust and debris gets in there, it's basically a death sentence for this thing. Like, it's basically guaranteed to get drift. That's why keeping your console clean, especially around the analog sticks, is so important on these Nintendo Switches. Or any analog stick module that looks like this, or that is of this type, like potentiometer, and then real small. It's like even more sensitive. Because back in the day, man, stick drift was not that big of a deal, but nowadays, man, that thing is, it's like it happens every other minute. So anyway, alright, let me replace the analog stick, and then go from there. So here we have the new module. Put this thing back together. Yeah, it's not pressing anything, boy. That's so annoying. Here, let's get this old switch out of here, because these components are useless now. Oh my word. These things aren't like magnetic. Quite a pain. There we go. Get seated. Alright, I don't know what these kind of screwdriver came from, and they're like absolutely useless. Let me get a bit that's actually gonna do something. Alright, cool. Not too tight, don't want to strip the threads. Alright, that should be good enough. I'm gonna use the microscope just to get the ribbon cable reinserted. Alright, so you guys can see the ribbon cable right there. We're gonna get that reinserted. So we have the latch lifted already. It's just a matter of getting this in there, in the slot. Lock that down, and good. Connection made. Alright, got the analog stick in. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Going to disconnect this one, just so no damage happens to it. This ribbon cable for the rail electronics. Alright. Okay, so we have the two separate halves now. I'm going to put these in a bag to keep all the components together. That with that, that with that, this with this, and this right here, and the screws. Be right back. I'm gonna have to grab Ziploc bags. Man, I relocated everything into a different room just to tidy up this room. I gotta bring some of this stuff back. All right. Okay. All right, back. Is the camera centered? It's a little off. I don't like that. All right. Oh, we're running an ad break right now. Okay. All right. Let's get these all packaged up in the bag. Keep all the stuff together. Nope. Don't want to use that one. Don't want to use a full-size bag. I'll use a snack bag. Excuse me. Well, at least I have the components in stock, and this was a no rush order, so that's good. But still, hate that. Hate that. Hate that. Alright, I'll put it back over here. Alright. Start getting ready for bed. Here, let's do my Brio cam. Alright, everyone. The stream's gonna be wrapping up. Alright, everyone. Now that you're all back, just want to say thank you again for you guys being here. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. It's unfortunate with that Joy-Con controller that the shoulder button broke off and then it died in a major way. I mean, literally, it ripped the why is it doing that? Why did that happen? Why is the light doing that? It took the trace with it. We're back. Oh, you put the biscuit emoji? That's funny. Yeah, that's a fire emoji actually. Good night, everyone. Actually, I'm salty, which is the... Oh, no. We don't have a salt emoji. I need to make one. Peace. Yeah, Dad. Peace, man. Um, Overall, good stream. Thanks again for everyone being here. As always, we're gonna stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm gonna be having a consistent stream schedule soon. So I actually posted on my Twitch, but I'll be posting on all my other social medias real soon. So stay tuned for that. But the next stream will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. So hopefully I can see you guys there. Peace out.